Hello Year 6, welcome to your Friday literacy video. So we're carrying on working through our reading book. So your next text might be an interview with Jacqueline Wilson. Okay, so don't worry again if this one doesn't look like yours, I'll go through yours afterwards. Okay, so if you've got this one then, so Jacqueline Wilson is a popular children's author who has written many novels. Some of her best-known books include the Tracy Beaker series, which was also made into a television programme, and the Illustrated Mum. This extract is from an interview with the author. Okay, so we've got an interview there, we've got some questions and some answers from Jacqueline Wilson. So you can have a read through that. Okay, let's have a look at the first question. So the first question says, how old was Jacqueline Wilson when her first book was published? Okay, so the first question says, how old were you when your first book you wrote was published? So I know the answer is going to be in that first paragraph, so you can find that. Number 2, then, why do you think she had lots of corrections in her stories at secondary school? Okay, so I can see, just by scanning, that the second answer is all about school. Okay, so the answer's going to be in there somewhere. So have a find where she says, have a look at where she says she had lots of corrections, and it should tell you somewhere there why she had lots of corrections. Okay, why is The Illustrated Mum Jacqueline Wilson's favourite book? So that's another retrieval question, so you should just be able to find that in the text. Okay, number 4, why does she compare her ideas to dreams? Okay, so for that one, you need to find where she compares her ideas to dreams, and then that should help you. So the 4th question is all about ideas. So have a look around line 15, and that should help you answer that question. Okay. Number 5 then is, in your own words, explain how Jacqueline Wilson came up with Tracy Beaker's surname. So again, just like yesterday, this says in your own words. So we're not just copying it. You've got to have a look and see what she says about Tracy Beaker's surname, and then write a little explanation of how she came up with it. Okay, number 6, why do you think she was thrilled to bits when Tracy Beaker was made into a TV series? So find it where it says she was thrilled to bits, and it tells us it was on line 22. Okay. So have a look and have a think. Why do you think she was thrilled? Think about what thrilled means, and then have a think why she might have felt like that. Number 7, what do you think it would be like to be such a popular author? So this one is a what do you think question. So the answer's not going to be in the text. You've got to find it, but then you've got to explain what you think it would be like. Okay? So if you haven't got that book, then your book might look like this, and it might be more orangey. Okay, so for this one, you've got to trace over each word and colour in things you would need at the beach. Okay, so you're tracing over each word again to practice your handwriting and your spelling. Remember to sound out each word. So for example, for this one, it'd be b, or, k, et, so bucket. Okay, and then have a think, would I need that at the beach? If I would, you can colour it in. Okay, you can colour it in pencil if you want to, or you can use colouring crayons. Okay, or your book might look like this. And your text might be The Owl and the Pussycat. Okay, so you've got a short text there at the top to read, and then you've got these questions down the bottom to answer on that text. So, name 2 things the owl and the cat took with them. So have a look in line 3, and that will help you. Okay, so you've just got to list 2 things that the owl and the cat took with them. Which word in the poem rhymes with above? So remember, on Poetry Day we did some rhyming. So it might be at the end of a line. That's normally where the rhyming is, isn't it? So have a look for that. The boat was pea green. Why is this a good way to describe a colour? Okay, so what colour are peas? And everybody knows what colour peas are. Okay, so that's why it's a good idea, because then we can imagine it, can't we? Okay, so you can write something about that on those lines at the bottom. Okay, if you've got any questions at all on any of your reading texts, please don't hesitate to email me. I would love to hear from you and I would love to see any completed work. Okay?